Hey y'all, it's me, Liv Dooley, and I'm the host of The Best Kept Secret with Liv Dooley. Every Friday I come through to talk to you about podcasting, and today I want to know where you are hosting your podcast because I am making it my business to convince you to get your podcast off of Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Now, should you share it there? Absolutely. Could you go live there? Sure. But can you include another space to house it in the future? Can you add that into your rotation to ensure that you are not just leaving everything to the whim of those who choose to operate these platforms? I know y'all remember that incredibly dramatic 36 hours that we had. I mean, it really wasn't even 36 hours, but that incredibly short and very dramatic time period that we had when everyone was concerned about their content on TikTok and how it would be disappearing. Y'all, you don't have to worry about that when you choose to add another hosting company into the mix. And the truth is, you need to remember that these platforms are interested in ensuring that people stay on them as long as possible. So that means that they are going to introduce other opportunities for people to be distracted, like those notifications that people get when they are listening or watching you podcast. And that's because Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok are out for them. And you need to make sure that you are looking out for your best interests as well. Furthermore, if you say something that's really impactful and your audience wants to go back at a later time to share it with a loved one, you are making it nearly impossible for them to do so because now they've got to go to your page. They've got to try to find that time you were live. They've got to try to remember what you were wearing or listen to what you said to ensure that they have the right podcast episode to share, and you're losing them because I'm telling you, no one's willing to work that hard. They'll just go find someone else who said it in a different space, all right? Or they'll share it themselves. It is my hope that you would know that our podcast apps like Spotify, YouTube, and Apple serve as search engines, and it's really easy to find former episodes there. So once again, if you choose to go live in some of these places on social media, that's perfectly fine. But once you go live, why don't you take that download and then put it in another space? I personally use Red Circle. There's Libsyn, there's Spotify, there's YouTube. There are so many different places. And guess what, y'all? Spotify and YouTube are both free to host one. So you have absolutely no excuse if it comes down to the financial issues that may be preventing you from moving forward in this way. It's my hope that you would stop risking all of this content that you are working so hard to produce and leaving it to the hands of others, and that you would get serious about this work that the Lord has called you to by ensuring that it is housed in a space where we can return to it again and again and again to continue engaging with the incredible words that the Lord has given you. That is my tip this week, and I'll be back to talk about how we can advertise, how we can share what we're doing without social media as well. I'm not against social media. I personally like it quite well, but I love it because I don't have to depend on it, and that makes everything so much better.